But, like, you know, what if the villain hears the voice and the hair and sees the next guy later? I have so many thoughts and opinions. And as I promised you all, 30 to 45 minutes of me just... Okay? I can't promise it'll be 30 to 45 minutes, actually. I think I can summarize this in about 10. I really like this game. I think Insomniac has always delivered, even if their storytelling is a little, okay. I will note that I like the story of the first game more. Oh, my allergies. The first game had the Sinister Six, Electro, Vulture, Dr. Octopus, Scorpion, the whole 9 yards, right? I don't recall if there was Green Goblin. I have no memory. I know Martin Lee was in the first game. First game was really, really, really good story. This game's story had a lot of points where I was like, you know, making Black Cat a lesbian was, wow, direct punch to the gut. I don't think I've recovered from that one since. Making Harry Osborn Venom, like big Venom, was a bit odd. I also have to take into note the creative choices of murdering the Scorpion and having Venom bite off Kraven's head. Oh yeah, and then Tombstone working at the, where the fuck he worked. The carnival, that was, that one took me by surprise. I didn't really know what to do with that. There were some creative choices here that I think maybe were a little odd, okay? But overall, the gameplay, I think, was really good. Little missions you could do were nice. Can't go wrong with the way that they have the maps up and the collectible the system like that. I like all that. The boss fights were good. Venom was a challenge, although I do find it weird that at the beginning of the game, playing as Miles Morales absolutely fucking sucked. Clunky as hell. Get to the end of the game, he's more OP than Peter Parker, and they have the same perks pretty much. And Peter Parker you'd think would be stronger because A, Peter Parker has a symbiote and he was fighting this Venom on the ground. Somehow Miles Morales does not have symbiote powers and Venom was flying. Somehow it felt easier to fight Venom as Miles. I do think the Miles Morales character grew on me a little bit, okay? Like, Spider-Man will always be Peter Parker. I can't look at Miles Morales and say, ooh, that's Spider-Man. It doesn't work for me. Okay? I've always grown up thinking, oh yeah, a 90s cartoon, the classic comics, the 2002 Tobey Maguire movie, even the ones with Andrew Garfield. Peter Parker has always been Spider-Man, always will be Spider-Man. Miles Morales is ghetto Timu knockoff Spider-Man, okay? Still, I liked his character more towards the end. I feel like I should have played Miles Morales for this. I would have gotten a feel for what he was like, etc. There are some characters I fucking hated. Haley, the deaf chick, was by far the most useless plot filler character I've ever seen. I don't understand why she even exists, actually. She's just boring and dull. Poorly written love interest, I guess. Genki, I think his name is. He also is completely useless. Again, maybe they were brought in Miles Morales the game, but like I have no idea. Miles' mom feels like, what the fuck are you even doing here? Again, like I said with the other 15 people, I'm sure Miles Morales would give them more value if I had played that first. I will play that at some point. I just might stall for about a dozen years. It always seems to be this way. That one pissed me off. Killing the Scorpion felt wrong on every level. I think it was interesting that Kraven was kind of the setup to the entire basis of villainy here. I can't say that was a bad choice, but I do think the boss fight against Kraven felt a little lackluster. Like it felt a little wrong. I like that they kept the black suit dickhead mentality of Peter Parker from the comics, because that was in the comics and the 90s cartoon. And outside of some of the very clear identity, politics, and virtue signaling, which I know, it sounds terrible. It was definitely there. But it wasn't intrusive enough to make me hate the game. So, you know, I liked what I received. I'm not sure there's going to be a cutscene after this, but let's just see what happens, and I'll continue. I'll read some comments, and we'll do what it is we're going to do. Oh, it is a cutscene. Oh, fuck yeah, let's fucking go. Spider-Man 3, right? Just like the movies, we're never going to fucking get that. What in the hell is he going to do down here? What? Who's this guy? No.
What do you want?
He's alive? Did he die?
The Spider-Men. You know who they are, don't you?
Why?
They ruined my son.
Oh, of course, blame Spider-Man.
Good. We all have to experience loss. Even you, Norman.
What are you writing?
The final chapter.
Is that verification there's going to be a third gang? Because I really would like to know what's going to happen. Let's see. I could skip all this, but it's good for me to talk through it. So let's see. Dietrich, and a lot of this seems to be representative of some deep... There's another cutscene. After this, I'm going to read some comments, give my final thoughts, and then we are fucking out of here for the night. Maybe I'll discuss what game I'm going to play next. I have no idea. Ah, shit. Someone's knocking the door. It better not be Haley. It better not be fucking Haley. If it's Haley, I swear to God, I'll eat a leather boot right here on stream. You son of a bitch! I'm not eating the boot. I lied. I'm not eating the goddamn boot. But I am upset, okay? That's not... Fuck her.
Hi.
Get out of my house, you lady.
I hope you're hungry.
Oh, my God, the Spanglish and the half-ass
Food's
fucking
almost
silent.
ready.
The boot's already... What the
Why
fuck
don't
did
you
you
go
say?
Show her your essay.
Did she say food or boot?
You worked so
I feel like
hard
she's
on
making
it.
fun of me now. Get her out of my house. You, leave. Nigeria is that way. Okay, maybe that was too much. I'm sorry. That was probably a little racist. I don't like her character. I think he could do better. I think Miles Morales could totally make it happen with Gwen Stacy. Who the fuck this lady is?
Seen him volunteering in the city.
I'm giving Miles way too much credit. Gwen Stacy's for the rest of us.
Trying to live up to his hero dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
The biggest fucking nose, man. Why is her nose so big? Don't God damn it. Now she knows he's Spider-Man. Yeah, he has a life outside the sea. Dumb bitch. Fucking dumb bitch. Wakanda's that way. Yeah, exactly, right? Wow. I really dropped the ball on the Marvel references, didn't I? Like, Jesus, fuck, man. Like, oh, Jesus, I hate her so much. She's not a good character. She's poorly written. It feels like a forced love interest. I don't like her character. And then we have to watch this, man. Like, I don't want to watch. Who is it? But was that a knock at their door or for the front door? Who's at the front door?
Hi.
Who's this?
Miles, Haley.
No.
This is Albert.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say that's.
Hi, nice.
I was gonna say, is Martin Lee gonna be banging Miles' mom? Now that's a weird
Oh, and
plot
this
twist.
is my daughter, Cindy.
Are we supposed to know who Cindy is? Who the fuck is Cindy? Why did they have like that big reveal? All right, I'm pausing it. I'm pausing it. I'm doing a manual save. I don't know who the fuck Cindy is. Did I miss? Is she like Spider Girl or some shit? All right, we'll just figure this out slowly. All right, apparently I have some shit to look up because I don't understand what that cutscene was at all. In fact, my brain cells have slowly started to cook alive. All right. Closing statements. I like the game. I don't know who the fuck Cindy is. Let's go look it up real quick. Let's do it together, guys, as community. Spider-Man 2 last cutscene. Who TF, as in the fuck, is Cindy supposed to be? Cool. So in Spider-Man 2 post-credit scene, Cindy is Cindy Moon. Oh, God. Moon, like Brandy and Steve both had that name. Anyway, who in Marvel Comics is the hero known as Silk. She's introduced as the daughter of Albert Moon, the new boyfriend of Miles' mother, Rio. In the comics, she's bit by the same spider as Peter, but has similar powers. Okay, so it is Spider-Girl, pretty much. She's a prominent spider person. And she's Korean-American suit with gained spider powers, often becoming a prominent ally hero in her own right. So she's a tease as a future spider hero, indicating she will likely be a major character in Spider-Man 3 or DLC, according to YouTube comments. She's traditionally been tied to Peter Parker, but the game seems to be setting up as a new ally to Miles Morales instead. Will Peter Parker be in Spider-Man 3? Who the fuck knows? Her appearance marks a major expansion of the Insomniac Spider-Verse. Is it fair to call it Spider-Verse when there's only 2 games and a spin-off? I don't know. Setting up a potential third playable hero for future installments, says various Reddit threads. Okay. I now have to go and somehow obtain diabetes to forget about this, because I feel like it might be a long time to get this game anyway. I love the game. I do. I think the story could use work. The first game was definitely better on that, but the gameplay is fun. I like the way it's set up. The combat was good. The boss fights, though I do not like the parry system at all. I've always found that to be weird, because parrying is for sword fights and shit like that. Somehow the boss fights kind of work. They are a bit challenging, but still, it's all about dodging and shit. Anyway, let's read some comments. A lot of this seems to be representative of some deep things, which ended up surprisingly nuanced, even though there were a bunch of more blunt elements. I think the overall message, says D-Chat, has to do with how everyone is kind of guilty for the problems of the world. I can kind of see that a little bit. I do also think that there was really also no point at the same time. This story had a lot of points it wanted to make, but also no point at all. It's more like, hey, Harry Osborn is now going to be Venom. We're going to bite off Kraven's head as Venom. Venom was the best part of the game. I have never enjoyed throwing people off balconies like that. That was when you have the option to just charge through walls and the walls come down as you're running through them, and you're picking people up and just yeeting them off fucking cliffs into the distance and just fucking shit up. I don't know about y'all, but that should be its own game. Like, let's bring back Ultimate Spider-Man from the PS2 era, because that was I adore that. That was awesome. But let's see. Because of that, we all are kind of obligated to be compassionate, ironically kind of a Christian message, I guess. A lot of wokeism, though, to be fair, just secularized Christianity. I do think that the woke stuff, if we're going to call it that, wasn't as bad as it could have been. Like, for example, you know, Harry Osborn at the end, dying, Miles Morales saves him. I mean, real BLM would just let Harry croak, honestly. So, like, to be fair, because remember, BLM didn't like the white people. That was kind of what happened with actual real-world stuff. So I don't really feel like it was actually woke as much as it was virtue signaling, but woke, I think, would have been a little bit different. But still, I don't think it ruined the game, to be fair. And usually, I'll be honest with you guys, like, Avowed also didn't really have that problem. Dragon Age the Veilguard, fuck that game, right? that game was bullshit. Let's see. And look, there was no trans people, so like, how woke could it have been, right? Like, there was deaf people, black people, Mexicans, the occasional guy in a wheelchair running in front of a truck, I've noticed. But beyond that, it wasn't really that bad. I mean, there was the lesbian black cat. That That was a low blow, man. That we could have done without that. Like, man, if there's any Marvel character that I would want to sleep with, Black Cat, you know, because she's hot. Is it Gwen Stacy? Is that her real name? Who the fuck is Black Cat? Anyway, point is, she's hot. She's got legs, man. And suddenly she's just, oh, I like women now. I'm like, I'm never gonna hit that now. I mean, it's hard enough that she's a Marvel comic. I could go pick up a comic book and then just sleep with a comic book. But like, okay, maybe I'm joking a little bit, but like, you know, fucking Peter Parker was such a bad boyfriend, I guess. Ruined it for the rest of us. Us nerds will never get a shot now. If there was any chance to bring her to the real world, he ruined it for the rest of us. Let's see. I'm going to shut the fuck up about that now, before I look like a nut job. And yes, a lot of the symbolism used for Venom seemed to be evocative of satanic themes, giving Venom wings, etc. The wings thing... The wings made no sense. I've never in any comic ever known him to have wings. That felt a little off. No, that felt a lot off, actually. That was a big... But being that it's Venom and he's already a fucked up looking character and there's some really gnarly comics, I figured I'd forgive it. It's the endless slime. Like, I get that Venom is a symbiote and he has the tentacles and shit, but endless amounts just coming out of non-existence. But then when he goes backwards, like, it doesn't just go away. So like, you can just make it appear out of nowhere, then it just reappears into the nowhere. Like, it's weird. It's like, it felt really... I'm not saying the physics in the game have to match real life or nothing like that. I'm just... Make it make sense. Where the fuck does all the slime go once he's done with it? Like, the tentacles just vanish for a reason? Like, is it some kind of a... I don't know. Does it precipitate or something? Anyway. Yeah, the Venom was done a little bit odd. I'm going to say that was definitely... I hope they do Carnage at some point. They've already kind of burned through all their good characters, making him a stand-in for the Christian understanding of the devil. Yeah, maybe I could see that. I think we're also reaching a little bit. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it was intended to be that. I think Venom was always just like that. The wings was bullshit, though. I don't know why he flooded half New York. Also, didn't we already see this storyline in PS1 Spider-Man? Actually, that was Carnage, actually. Regardless. No, PS1 Spider-Man is almost identical, except back then, they didn't need to go and, you know, cheat with the numbers. They actually had an Eddie Brock, as far as I remember. For some reason, they did not put Eddie Brock in the story, but they put Venom in the story. I think that what they should have done is have Brock be a part of the story. Maybe a competitor to Mary Jane, hates Peter Parker for whatever reason, right? It didn't have to be about the whole Better Pictures thing, right? And then Eddie Brock would, like, Harry Osborn had the suit, it got transferred to Peter, and then it got transferred to Eddie Brock. That would have been better, okay? Because, like, come on, Eddie Brock is Venom. Without that, the whole Harry being Venom thing was fucking stupid. I don't even know why they even chose that, considering if you have the rights to the comics, you most likely have the rights to all the characters. But Eddie Brock, there's like, well, we'll put him on the cutting room floor. That felt kind of fucked up. Green Goblin, Wakanda's that way since we're in Marvel. Yep. I don't know. I give it like an 8 out of 10. I remember my games. I think Spider-Man 2 is about 8 out of 10. I do recommend it. It's fun. Try to ignore the virtue signaling. You'll have a good time. I will be trying to get Platinum. I will probably revisit this game throughout the coming weeks just until I get everything. Because really, the achievements are not that hard. I mean, it's mostly just story stuff. We're not going to ever do New Game Plus. Okay, maybe someday. But all of these, super simple to go get. I figure... I could have sworn that we did that mission. Maybe it takes a while to... Grand finale. Anyway, I'm going to go back and do all these over time. I'll probably have them be their own videos or whatever. Something for us to do. I do not know what game I want to play next. I have no actual plans at this time. I just know that tomorrow we're going to do something else. Because we beat the main story, time to go on to the next thing. I have PS1 games installed, but I'm not sure if I want to start that yet. But if we do, maybe tomorrow, you know. But there has been a couple of things on my little list of things that I want to do. So I might do those instead tomorrow. I'm going to tell you what they are. Hell no. Fuck you guys, okay? I'm kidding. I'm joking, all right? You guys are awesome. Come on to the channel, like, comment, maybe subscribe, okay? But I do want to keep things special. So tomorrow, I have some things I want to do, and we're most likely going to do them, and it's going to be a surprise. I promise it's gaming related, okay? But that is going to conclude our stream. I definitely would like to, get ready for bed. I have things I have to do, and, things I have to do, I guess. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Hope you enjoyed the stream.